Now, if it isn't bad enough, or hasn't been, a second red weather warning has been issued for parts of Britain, with Storm Babet wreaking havoc in Scotland as the capital city now braces itself for a spell of torrential rain.
Yes, the storm has claimed at least 3 lives now, including a 60-year-old man in Shropshire after he was swept away by fast-flowing floodwater.
Well, that's as 4,000 families in Scotland have lost power, while others have been evacuated from their homes.
And this all comes after Leeds Bradford Airport was closed after a plane skidded off the runway. GB News Scotland reporter Tony Maguire takes a look now at some of the worst affected areas in Scotland.
Unprecedented flooding caused by exceptional and persistent rain. Just some of the language used by the Met Office to describe the severe weather inflicted by Storm Babet. But on the ground, there's really no words to convey this destruction. Angus Council pled with 350 homes to evacuate, but many chose to stay in place. And rescuers have been hard at work going door to door since 3 a.m, after more than 100 calls were made requesting assistance. The Dyke Wall on River Street was swept away around 4:30, and the South River Esk rushed onto the road and flooded the Bridge End Arms. Owner Scott McNeil has had this pub for 20 years, and even he was taken aback by the severity of the floods.
We've never flooded, although that River Street's flooded, we've never flooded. So yeah, very surprised this time.
100 metres downriver, a caravan park lies completely submerged by the overflowing river. Slowly but surely, the water is beginning to recede here in River Street, as power is gradually returned to 28,000 affected homes. But the substation here in Brecon remains submerged and the damage from the water unknown, meaning that the pumps can't be powered and begin removing the rest of this water.
50 metres of wall gone in the river.
Local resident Chris Maguire owns a home here and is frustrated that the £14 million flood defences doesn't include backup generators to cover for this very situation.
I know this is unprecedented, but last year it flooded. Less than 12 months, it's flooded twice now.
An additional red weather warning is now in place for Saturday, as the country braces for more wind, rain and sleepless nights. Tony Maguire, GB News, Brecon.
God, that's rough, isn't it? Horrible. Well, the weather expert Phil Morris joins us now. And Phil, good morning to you. I think a lot of people thought last night that the worst may be over, but it looks as though there's more to come.
Good morning. Yes, there's going to be another red warning been issued for Scotland. There's going to be another 100 to 200 millimetres of rain again in that red warning area around Angus, that part of Scotland. And it has been an exceptionally wet period. It all started on Wednesday night. We had Babet, and she came in from the south, and a rather unusual track for a low-pressure area as she moved north over the Britain. And to the north of Britain, there was a high pressure, so the low pressure became stuck and produced hours and hours of torrential rain over Scotland, as we've seen, producing those phenomenal rainfall totals that are quite unprecedented in such a concentrated area. And then last night, on Thursday night, we had another new low pressure developed and produced again enormous amounts of rain further south. Where I am in the Midlands, we had 50 to 60 millimetres of rain yesterday, which again is entire months, as did Norfolk. They had 90 millimetres at Thetford and Yorkshire too. Now, all that rain from yesterday has now moved north into Scotland, as we can see on the graphic, and there's going to be a continuous feed of rain and wind coming in from the east, and the same areas that had the really heavy rain yesterday and on Wednesday have got it again today. You can see that relentless area of rain coming in. Basically, you've got your low pressure area stuck over Scotland. It can't move any further north. They usually go west to east, but this is moving from south to north, and it's now become stuck, producing all that rain. This air has come from the south, from the Azores, full of moisture, and it's literally emptying itself over large parts of England, giving unprecedented conditions.
OK, Phil, good to talk to you. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
Just gotta hope it ends sometime.
It's awful,
soon.
yes. I saw a lady on one of the news programmes yesterday saying, I could cry, but I'm not going to because now starts the clean-up. But very clearly, as we just heard there, it's going to happen again. So when do you know it's safe to start the clean-up?
To start the clean-up? Don't know.